As COVID cases increase, quick notification of exposure is crucial, but some parents are concerned that their schools are leaving them in the dark.
So what are the requirements and how long can a school wait to tell parents about an exposure? CBS 13 investigative reporter Julie Watts is getting answers in tonight's Learning Curve.
Two emails about a week apart, both viewers concerned about the same thing. Schools waiting days to notify families of COVID exposures in the classroom. One viewer writes his preschool didn't tell parents for 2 days. Another claimed Modesto City schools knew about an exposure but still hadn't notified parents. How long can a school wait to notify parents of a potential exposure?
Well, there's no statewide requirement, so it can vary from place to place, which is a problem.
Sac County's Dr. Bielenson explains state guidance doesn't have a specific time frame. In fact, the CDPH preschool guidance makes no reference to notifying parents at all. It says those potentially exposed should be identified as soon as possible and advises contacting health officials. But the K-12 guidance does require community notification, using terms like immediately and prompt. What does immediately and prompt notification mean to you?
The day that you know about this exposure is when you should notify parents.
But that seems to vary by county, too. Modesto City Schools confirmed there was a COVID exposure on campus, stating the last date of exposure was Thursday, November 19th. The whistleblower contacted us Friday when the school still hadn't notified parents. That notification went out the following Monday, 5 days after exposure.
That's the entire incubation period, basically.
Modesto City Schools says students were promptly notified, but would only reveal the date of last exposure, not when students were first exposed or when the district found out, citing confidentiality.
That's troubling. First of all, to claim confidentiality on one aspect but not on the other, it doesn't make sense. First exposure is very important because the incubation period can start counting from that time.
Modesto City Schools says it follows all public health guidance. The San Joaquin County Office of Education says while there is no designated timeline, acting as quickly as possible is important to help stop further transmission of the virus.